Hey guys, welcome back to the studio. So we're on location at my buddy's house. We're renovating the whole house, drywall, paint, trim, doors, everything. It's gonna be great, but in this room, we're using it for storage right now. That's why it's such a mess. But this room is super special because on the ceiling, we're gonna be putting these amazing gold tiles. Let me show you. So we've got these 2 foot by 2 foot tin tiles that are painted gold on one side, and they're gonna cover this entire ceiling. This room's about 20 foot by 20 foot, 22 by 22, something like that, 20 by 20. Not quite a square. So all that is gonna go up there. The company we bought these from sent us the glue that goes with it. It's made for these little gold tiles, right? And it just does not work. I started putting it up and I put the little daubs, like I followed the instructions. I put little daubs of glue everywhere and stuck it to the ceiling, and it held for a little bit, and then it just fell right down. So then I put a little bit more glue on it, and I put it up there, and it stuck okay. But then I ended up using like half a tube of caulk for one tile. Like one tube is supposed to hang 6 to 8 tiles, not 2. So that's not right. So then I was like, okay, it's nail up, right? It comes with these nails. This is designed to be nailed up. Not just glue, you just nail it up and leave it, nothing else, right? And when you do that, it totally destroys the tile. This is a little scrap piece, and this is where the seams overlap, and this little dimple is where you're meant to put a nail. And I can't hold the camera and hammer a nail at the same time. But you see, it's hard to pick up on camera, but look, it totally blew the finish off of that. And it like cracked it like glass. It looks terrible. And the same thing when you cut it, the gold just comes off. Ignore my dirty fingernails. I'm working hard today in the mud. So yeah, look at all that nasty, horrible edge. So in the end, we resorted to gluing it up and then tacking it in with 18 gauge pin nails. So this one I put off center because the next piece is gonna come over, lay over top of that button, and then I'm gonna put a nail right in the middle of that, and I didn't want that nail to run into this nail. So that one's off center, but it does blow that finish off a little bit. You can see really good there, but it is what it is. You can't really tell from the ground that little silver dot's missing. So the most critical thing for this tile and a lot of other sheet goods is keeping it square. So the first thing I did was find the middle of the room. That's right there, a little cross. So just pick a wall. I chose this front wall as my reference, so that's my straight line, and I got a parallel line here. And then I used the 3, 4, 5 triangle to get a perfectly square line off of that. And if you don't know what that is, I will show you real quick. It's hard to draw when there's staples. So if you have a triangle like this, and this leg is 3 feet, and this leg is 4 feet or 4 inches or whatever it may be, then this leg will be 5. And if those measurements are perfect, then this will be a 90-degree angle. And you can scale this, like this can be 9, 12, and 15, which is what I did here. So take that line, and figure it out and get these lines, this line, and get that starter line to be 90 to each other, so that when you go along and start tiling, it all works out, because this wall is very crooked. If you just went off that inside corner for your reference, it would be not good. From that corner down there all the way to here, it spreads, I think, 3.5 inches. It's a lot. It is very not good. Between each tile, like that tile, that edge of the tile is 9.5, and to this edge of the tile, it's like 9 3/4. It's a 1/4 inch different, that much, just in 2 feet. So over 20 feet, it spreads a lot, but that's a straight line and it's square to that line over there. And so when we do the rest of the room, it's perfect. So we're just gonna keep on going. I don't have my tripod with me to do a time. It was this guy's dumb idea. Don't have my tripod with me to do a time lapse, but I'll record some little snippets as we progress through. Stay tuned for part 2.